Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Forgot to Row podcast. Welcome to our Star Trek Discovery Season 2 Episode 10 Thoughts video. Just finished watching Episode 10 of The Red Angel, where we see the team learns a little bit about the Red Angel. At first they seem to think that it is actually Burnham coming back from the future using this technology, which we now discover was actually made by Section 31, by Burnham's own parents are the ones who designed the Red Angel technology before they had which is what actually led to them dying and them having to steal a time crystal and for the suit and all this stuff. And so we get a lot of information, a lot of background on the Red Angel suit, which we probably could have gotten earlier in this season because apparently Section 31's known all along what the Red Angel was. They just didn't want to tell anybody. And at the very end of this episode, they capture the Red Angel. And spoiler alert if you haven't watched this episode, at the end when they capture the Red Angel, we learned that it wasn't actually Burnham, but Burnham's mother, who I guess is still alive, but bouncing around in freaking in history or in the future or something. It's a little confusing, but at the same time I dig it because I'm glad it didn't end up just being Burnham, Michael Burnham, because that would have been just a little too, I don't know, easy. I like the fact that it's somebody else. I like that it ends up being her mom. It's a little bit more of a mystery, a little bit more to untangle as we go on to the rest of this season. So I enjoyed that. A couple other parts I enjoyed about this episode. At the beginning we get Ariam's funeral. I do enjoy when they take a moment to actually, recognize when one of the crew members leaves, because it's, some shows will just not even acknowledge it sometimes. Especially the original Star Trek series is known for the red shirts, those characters who just kind of died out of hand. So it's interesting that they seem to be taking a different approach. It's hard to say though, because I'm sure other crew members have died who have not had funerals on this show, but nonetheless it was still nice to see. It was a little bit of a bonding moment for the crew. But yeah, overall this episode was a big focus just on the Red Angel. We see at one point though that Spock and Burnham do make up in this episode once Spock gets a little bit more understanding about Burnham's position. Burnham finally has the weight off her shoulders, blaming herself for her parents' death. She finally knows it wasn't really her. Well, it was never really her fault, but she's kind of has almost permission in a sense to not blame herself, because she can kind of blame Section 31 for having ordered her parents to go to that planet anyways. So was just an interesting part. I particularly like that Spock and Burnham made up finally, because I didn't enjoy their kind of butting heads, but I also don't like them being kind of like at odds ends. I like that they're getting along, but they butt heads still, because they're siblings. Siblings are supposed to butt a little heads, but they're still gonna love each other in the end. So I like that they made up. But yeah, then we end the episode with them capturing the Red Angel. So I really enjoyed that bit, and I enjoy that we end the episode in that. So we, next episode we get to learn a little bit more about that. But yeah, that's all my thoughts for this episode of Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought about this episode. Did you like the reveal of the Red Angel? Do you like the reveal of its where the technology originated from? Originated from. Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a good one.